I didn't think much of the sound at first. That's the part that scares me now. I live on the top floor of my apartment building. There's nothing above me. So when I started hearing footsteps every night, I knew something was wrong. I live alone in a small apartment building just outside the city. It's old but quiet, 3 floors total. I live on the 3rd floor. There's nothing above me but the roof. Most nights were uneventful. I worked late, came home tired, ate, and went to sleep. That's why the first sound didn't bother me. I assumed I was imagining it. It was around 12:40 a.m. when I heard it. A single step, coming from directly above my bedroom. At first, I thought maybe someone was on the roof, but it didn't sound like footsteps outside. It sounded like someone walking inside an apartment. I told myself the building creaks at night. Old structures make noise. So I rolled over and tried to sleep. The next night, it happened again. Same time, same place. One step, then another. Always above my bedroom. This time, it was clearer. I could tell the difference between wood creaking and footsteps. These had weight, pause, direction. I started counting. 5 steps. Always 5. Then silence. I stepped into the hallway and looked up. Just a ceiling. No attic access. No ladder. Nothing. The building doesn't have an attic apartment. I know this because when I moved in, the landlord showed me the layout. 3 floors. That's it. I asked my neighbor across the hall if he ever heard footsteps above us. He laughed and said, "Above us? There's nothing there." On the 3rd night, the footsteps didn't stop at 5. They kept going, back and forth, like pacing. They stopped directly over my bed. I froze. I could hear slow breathing through the ceiling. He told me no one had access above the 3rd floor. No storage, no crawl space. I asked about cameras. There's one in the hallway. That night, I checked the footage. Nothing. No one entered or exited. The footsteps started earlier. Around 11 p.m. Faster. Heavier. I realized something terrifying. The footsteps were following me. When I moved to the living room, they shifted above me. Then came the knock, not on my door, on the ceiling. A voice whispered my name, muffled, close, like it was right above the plaster. I called the police. They searched the roof, found nothing. No signs of forced entry. No footprints. One officer asked how long I'd lived there. When I told him, his face changed slightly. He didn't explain why. I tried sleeping with the lights on. It didn't help. The footsteps were louder than ever. Something cracked above me, like wood splitting. Dust rained down. A small outline appeared in the ceiling. A square. Something pushing from above. That's when I understood. Whatever was up there wasn't visiting. It had always been there. I grabbed my keys and left. Didn't pack. Didn't look back. The landlord later told me something. The previous tenant complained about the same thing. He moved out. Suddenly. Left everything behind. They found him weeks later. In the building. Inside the walls. I don't live there anymore. But sometimes, when I lie awake at night, I still hear footsteps right above me.